Today I'm here to talk about how to increase your business credit score. A little history about myself. I'm a full-time real estate investor and business owner as well. And of course, like every person who's in business, they might need some capital, right? Some financing for the business. And it's kind of hard to use your savings and things like that in the beginning. So you have to use leverage, right? So you can leverage yourself into profits or to cash flowing income like I did. And so I came across business credit. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, this is my money team, I like to call them, my homies, my homeboys, my silent partners who don't have to say a word in regard to real estate investing or how I should do business. And I got most of these using, personal guarantees and things of that nature, right? Which is okay if you have great credit. But there's a lot of people out there who don't have great credit and they want to lean more towards the strength of their business to qualify them for financing. So that's why I'm creating this video to show you some ways of how you can not only increase your business credit score, but how to get one, right? Because most people don't even have it. So that's why I put up the PG right here, because I use a personal guarantee. So now that I do have a personal guarantee for these cards, guess what? They're not reporting. Who are these cards reporting to? They're not on my personal credit, but they're not reported to any bureau. And that's a loss for me because it's not showing my great payment history. Right? Because I pay all my bills. I have stellar personal credit, but I want to have stellar business credit, meaning a stellar business credit score as well. So I want these creditors to report, right? So I can apply for additional financing without a personal guarantee. So I came across a dilemma. There's other credit bureaus that do this, like Dun & Bradstreet, but they wanted me to pay hundreds of dollars to set up a credit profile. And in the beginning, when I first registered my business, I didn't have the money for that, to create the file. I got the free DUNS number, of course, but they still want to report, and I started getting like easy vendors. Vendors are like creditors, so to speak, right? That help report to certain credit bureaus, right? So I would go to like Home Depot, Office Max, Office Depot, Quill, all these vendors so that they can provide me with vendor credit, right? Which worked, right? Which I did use being a real estate investor. I used Home Depot and office supplies and things like that. However, being that I didn't pay Dun & Bradstreet that hundreds of dollars fee to set up my file, they didn't report, So that's where we're at now. So there is a fourth credit bureau that most people are not aware of. I know you got the Equifax, you got the Experian, you have the Dun & Bradstreet, but you also have the fourth credit bureau, Open Book Bin. All right, just check out Open Book Bin. If you can check it out on my comments or in the details section of this video, as well as on my website, the business credit webpage, you'll see more information about it. But actually the CEO, he reached out to me. Why? Because I have a lot of videos on YouTube about financing, about business credit in particular. And I guess he was a fan of my videos, and he just thought I'd be a great person to help, push the product. Because, he needs more people to join the system. And guess what? Guess what makes it so much different than Dun & Bradstreet and creating a credit profile? It's completely free. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, all right? So Open Book Bin is the fourth credit bureau who walked me in, being that I have 21 of these homies, so I can get funding without a personal guarantee. So the only thing I had to do was sign up, find my business, in which my business was actually found in their directory. It was amazing. And then after I updated my personal information or whatever, or just tweaked a little bit thing if they had like the street suffix wrong, but it was pretty accurate. Once I found my business in their directory, then I started reaching out to creditors that were in the system, like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, blah, 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 so they can start reporting so I can increase my credit profile. And the only thing I had to do was just send them a link, and it will take the bank or the creditor or the vendor, whatever you want to call it, several hours to complete it so they can start reporting to it. So if you're new to it, of course, your score's going to be low, especially if you have no vendors. But don't worry, once you start getting vendors and start reporting, then they'll go up. So that's what I did with that, so that way I can get funding without a personal guarantee to leverage my great payment history, because that's what matters in the business credit world. With personal credit, because I have my own credit repair business, so I know these things, right? So with personal credit, the determining factors for your FICO score is somewhat compared to as your debt to credit ratio, the age of your accounts, your payment history, in new inquiries and things like that. With business credit, none of that matters. Only thing that matters is just your payment history. All right, so why not leverage that? So again, like I said, if you don't have any vendors, you know, you just created a new entity, no problem. You know, you should still sign up, and then you should start getting vendors, like I mentioned earlier in the video, like Home Depot, Office Max, Office Depot. Just get vendor lines of credit with that particular company and have them report. You know, so that way, when you're applying for financing, like a line of credit or an installment loan or even a commercial mortgage, they can just check your Book Ben credit score and provide you with funding. And there are lenders right now, like Wells Fargo, who are actively checking Open Book Ben for this reason.